Okay, I think we'll make a start now. So good morning and welcome to everyone. Welcome to the Buddhist Society and a Happy New Year to you all. This is the first class of 2023. We're going to sit for around 30 minutes, but I'll start in our usual way by lighting some candles and some incense, and then we'll I'll read the dedication of offerings and the dedication and recollection to the Buddha. So please get yourselves comfortable, nice upright sitting position, and I'll begin with the candles and the incense. The dedication of offerings. To the Blessed One, the Lord who fully attained perfect enlightenment, to the teaching which he expounded so well, and to the Blessed One's disciples who have practiced well. To these, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha, we render with offerings our rightful homage. It is well for us that the Blessed One, having attained liberation, still had compassion for later generations. May these simple offerings be accepted for our long-lasting benefit and for the happiness it gives us. The Lord, the perfectly enlightened and blessed One, I render homage to the Buddha, the Blessed One. The teaching so completely explained by him, I bow to the Dharma. The Blessed One's disciples who have practiced well, I bow to the Sangha. Recollection of the Buddha. A good word of the Blessed One's reputation has spread as follows. He, the Blessed One, is indeed the Pure One, the perfectly enlightened One. He is impeccable in conduct and understanding, the accomplished One, the knower of the worlds. He trains perfectly those who wish to be trained. He is teacher of gods and humans. He is awake and holy. The supreme praise of the Buddha. The Buddha, the truly worthy one, endowed with such excellent qualities, whose being is composed of purity, transcendental wisdom and compassion, who has enlightened the wise like the sun awakening the lotus. I bow my head to that peaceful chief of conquerors, the Buddha, who is the safe, secure refuge of all beings. As the first object of recollection, I venerate him with bowed head. I am indeed the Buddha's servant. The Buddha is my Lord and guide. The Buddha is sorrow's destroyer, who bestows blessings on me. To the Buddha I dedicate this body and life, and in devotion I will walk the Buddha's path of awakening. For me there is no other refuge. The Buddha is my excellent refuge. By the utterance of this truth, may I grow in the Master's way. By my devotion to the Buddha and the blessings of this practice, by its power, may all obstacles be overcome. So I invite you now to come to a reasonably upright sitting position. And if you're new to practice, just do get yourself really comfortable. And a good place to begin is just by allowing your attention to drop downwards into the soles of your feet on the floor, if you're sitting on a chair on the floor, or if you're sitting cross-legged on a cushion, it would be your ankles and shins. So allow your attention to drop into the points of contact with the floor, the ground that supports you. And just see if you can get a feeling of the direct sensation of the contact with the floor. This is our grounding. And just for a moment or two, just notice where your attention has gone. What did you do with that invitation? And just notice if you're thinking about the contact with the floor or visualizing it, or are you with the direct sensation, the feeling? Or maybe it's a mixture of all three. Just see if you can notice where your attention has gone. And then in the same way, bring your attention to your sitting bones on the chair or the cushion. And just see if you can be with the direct sensation of sitting. And again, just notice where your attention goes. And just see if you can bring it back to the direct sensation of sitting here on the chair or the cushion. And then I invite you to bring your attention to your back and your spine in particular. And just check that it's reasonably upright as much as your body will allow. And see if you can align your back and your spine with your neck at the top and with your pelvis at the bottom, so that everything is in a reasonably upright column. And again, just notice what the sensation of your back is. If you're unsupported, how does that feel? Or if you're resting lightly against the back of a chair, how does that feel? And then I invite you just to get an overall sense of your body from the crown of your head to the soles of your feet. Just take it all in, including the back against the chair or the unsupported back, the sitting bones on the chair or the cushion. And just feel the clothes on your skin surface and the air on your hands and your face. And when you feel settled, just see if you can notice the movement caused by the breath, the direct sensation of the movement on each in-breath and each out-breath. And let this be your anchor, your place of return. There's no need to rigidly grasp it, but just lightly rest your attention on that sensation. And see if you can introduce an element of kindness and compassion into your practice, so that every time you notice you've wandered, just gently with compassion, just return your mind to that direct sensation caused by the movement of the breath. So thank you all very much for joining this online Sangha and being here at the Buddhist Society on the first floor in the lecture room. Thank you for attending. Just some notices from the Buddhist Society. Today is the first day of our new term, and this evening we have the Zen class and the Theravada class, both of which will be online and here in the Buddhist Society. Wednesday lunchtime, there's meditation at this time, that's 12:40 to 1:20. That's repeated on Thursday lunchtime and Friday lunchtime, the lunchtime meditation classes. On Thursday in the evening, there's the basic meditation class, which I believe this week is taken by Colin Ash at 6:30. That's online. And the Tibetan class, also at 6:30. And I shall be back here at the Buddhist Society next week on Monday at 12:40 for this lunchtime meditation session. I'm going to close today by reading the verses of sharing and aspiration, and then the closing homage. Through the goodness that arises from my practice, may my spiritual teachers and guides of great virtue, my mother, my father, and my relatives, the sun and the moon, and all virtuous leaders of the world, may the highest gods and evil forces, celestial beings, guardian spirits of the earth and the Lord of death, may those who are friendly, indifferent, or hostile, may all beings receive the blessings of my life. May they soon attain the threefold bliss and realize the deathless. Through the goodness that arises from my practice, and through this act of sharing, may all desires and attachments and all harmful states of mind quickly cease until I realize Nibbana. In every kind of birth, may I have an upright mind, with mindfulness and wisdom, austerity and vigor. May the forces of delusion not take hold, nor weaken my resolve. The Buddha is my excellent refuge. Unsurpassed is the protection of the Dharma. The solitary Buddha is my noble Lord. The Sangha is my supreme support. Through the supreme power of all these, may darkness and delusion be dispelled. The closing homage. The Lord, the perfectly enlightened and blessed one, I render homage to the Buddha, the Blessed One. The teaching so completely explained by him, I bow to the Dharma. The Blessed One's disciples who have practiced well, I bow to the Sangha. So thank you all very much for attending, and I wish you a very good week. Go well.